Hello, everybody. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. We will begin where we have left off. The ladies and gentlemen of the jury have reached agreement, have they? Is that what we are understanding? Well, foreman, is that correct? In a manner of speaking, yes. That is the Garradib Squadron position, sir. What? No, it's too soon to make a judgment here. It always is too soon. That's how the jury always is. Status report for the courtmen on the double. His lordship insists on promptitude at all times, and that goes for making decisions too. I think you find the truth is as clear as day now. I could reach out and touch it. I wouldn't have left it in there. I just wouldn't, but in all honesty, I actually can't remember. Situation clear. Stop. No room for doubt. Stop. Truth now undeniable. Stop. I am weary. Sorry for brothers. They are unlucky. Very well. I now call upon each member of the jury to state his or her leaning in this matter. Announce your considered verdicts to the court.
Guilty.
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 Did you see the old man? He just used his head. He literally just facepalmed the desk. It does indeed appear that the jury is unanimous in its learnings already. That photograph must be the definitive evidence that Gregson mentioned. But Guinea didn't shoot him. No, of course not. My lord, the defense wishes to assert its right to a summation examination. Very well, the court grants permission. So, you refuse to admit defeat again. How unsurprising. We shall proceed immediately with the summation examination. Mr. Foreman, are all your members of the jury ready? Absolutely, sir. Always ready for action, my chap. Very good. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you will now explain on what grounds you have determined the defendant to be guilty. Man, that felt like it came by really quickly. The jurors' contentions. All the evidence clearly points to the finger of the guilt as this young picklepocket teen. As a housemaid, I should like to see all filthy eyesores promptly and rigorously eliminated. I think you'll find that if you look at the photographs in stereo, the truth will just pop out. If I left it in there, I should think there'll be a repercussion by now. This guy is more concerned with something else. Mind made up. Stop. Global radio transmission of verdict to follow. Stop. In motherland, we say never judge by clothes, judge by head. I'm convinced brothers are innocent. The circumstances of the crime and the evidence do indeed implicate the defendant rather comprehensively. The storeroom locked from the inside, in which the victim and the accused were discovered alone, and in the accused's hand, the fatal revolver, the firing of which was heard by these witnesses. Not to mention this print. Think of the chap who's seen action on the battlefield. That young girl's on the verge of pulling the bally trigger. Thanks a lot, Mr. Sholmes. Oh dear, Hurley's camera was supposed to help it, not hinder. I'm afraid I think you have an uphill struggle ahead of you. But Gina didn't shoot Mr. Winterbanks. Which means there's more to the situation than we've yet to see. Agreed. You have the floor, counsel. Proceed with the summation examination. Alright, the defense's rebuttal. All the evidence clearly points to the finger of guilt at this young pickpocketing. Let's press him on that. You're Mr. Natsume's landlord, Mr. Gyrodeb, aren't you? We really must stop meeting like this. Are you the lawyer chap? Well, there's a turn up for the books. Yes, rather a turbulent time we had back then. Some extraordinary events took place at your house, that's for sure. Luckily, Mr. Sholmes and I were able to get to the bottom of it all. I think we did rather a lot for you, didn't we? I mean, obviously. I would be suggesting that, therefore, you should change your leaning to not guilty or anything. He's thinking about it. Can't be denied, I suppose. The curse of the Gyrodeb house was the talk of the town after that business. Lodgers move out, and I couldn't get a bally soul to take up the Tennessee. Oh. Haven't had the hope to break the news to Joanne yet. Bad enough that the old girl's clapped up. Yes, can't be denied, you did do rather a lot. But not for us, that's for dash certain. I suppose not. Course. There can be no suggesting that of being the reason I'm leaning towards guilty here is obviously, but honestly, I really wish he paid more attention to the trial and less to juror number 2. As a housemaid, I should like to see all filthy eyesores promptly and rigorously eliminated. Polishing the bench, I see. Again. A maid's work is never done. Not a blemish must remain. What exactly do you mean by filthy eyesores? On my way to the market for his lordship, I have to pass through the East End. The place is full of beggars, pickpursers, and crossmen, the scum of the earth. A little harsh, perhaps. Let me be plain. If it were up to me, all those back slums would be made spick and span or eradicated. At least, we have people like the great detective working to achieve these important goals. You're referring to Mr. Herlock Sholmes. That's right. I like to keep abreast of his exploits by reading Rand's magazine in between my duties. He does wonders cleaning up the London streets. In my opinion, he should be declared an honorary maid of the capital. Mr. Sholmes, a maid. It's really quite unforgivable. Gutter scum having the audacity to shoot our very greatest detective. Minor detail, it was the 2 brothers in the stand who shot Mr. Sholmes, not the defendant. A minor detail indeed. They're all gutter scum as far as I'm concerned. Well, it just might be an idea to get our facts straight anyways. Yes, alright. I shall amend my statement. Wait, so you're gonna say something different now? Those brothers are the scum of the earth. They should be swinging for shooting the great detective. Well, it's not about Gina, so... I agree with you. The shooting of Mr. Sholmes was an unforgivable act. But the purpose of this trial is to determine who shot the pawnbroker, Mr. Winterbanks. I'm afraid you're splitting hairs, sir. Sorry? Whether it was the thieves or the pickpurse, it was still gutter trash that shot the pawnbroker in the end. Filth that should be cleaned up and eradicated. In my opinion, in my considered opinion. Thanks so much for sharing. Changing this maid's mind isn't going to be easy. Bruno, it was one of those 2 brothers that shot Hurley, wasn't it? Yes, without question. Well then, I'll never forgive them. Oh, Iris. Perhaps we can use this maid's statement to help us somehow. What do you think? Yes, maybe. Let's listen carefully to what each juror has to say first. I think you find that you look at the photograph in stereo, the truth will just pop out. Oops, I wanted to press him on that. Hold it! Because I need to get as much info from these guys as possible. What do you mean, look at the photograph in stereo? Hi? What? Don't you know? If you look at the photograph normally... It looks as though the pickpocket girl is about to shoot the victim, obviously.
Deduction.
There's no indication that the defendant ever fired the gun. All I'm saying is that if you look at the same print in stereo, it can reveal all sorts of new information. By any chance, are you a fan of stereoscopes? It's very clear. Oh, how did you know? Let's call it a lucky guess. It never gets old seeing the two prints merge into one before your eyes. It's extraordinary. It's captivating. It's the height of modernity. Of course, yeah. Oh yes, I think you'll find that stereoscope is here to stay. Give us new perspectives we could only dream of before. It's the greatest new invention the world has ever seen. Only it could give me a new perspective on this case. I might agree with you on it. If I've left it in there, I think I should think there'll be repercussions by now.
Hold it!
I was like struggling to remember what voice I was doing for him. What exactly have you been muttering about all this time, sir? You keep talking about having left something somewhere or something like that. Oh, so sorry. I'm just probably tell I'm a surgeon. A surgeon? That totally passed by me. Of course, people conducting surgery in this country aren't considered to be doctors, oh no. Even though me and my kind are at the forefront of medical science, the real brains in the field. So what is it you think you've left behind? Well, that's a little embarrassing to be honest. You see, I was operating on someone yesterday, standard thing, went through the abdomen. But then I finished the procedure, I couldn't find my scalpel anywhere. What? Did he? Surely not. Actually, surely not, you say to yourself, don't you worrying, isn't it? So it's been troubling me this whole time. Could I really have left my scalpel inside the fellow's belly? No, of course not, I couldn't. So there you have it, like I said, a little embarrassing, really. That's one way of putting it. The other is manslaughter. That's exactly my concern. And seeing as this case appears to be all but sewn up, I'm trying to remember exactly what I've sewn up elsewhere. Now, I'm sure I made everything that was back as it should be. Well, as sure as you can be without being sure. I'm sure you need to be more sure. Line made up, stop. Global radio, oops, I skipped it. Global radio transmission. A verdict to follow, stop.
Hold it!
Sorry, radio transmission? What do you mean? We're from the Far East, stop. Yes, from the Empire of Japan. All communication with Far East nations used to take place by mail. Royal Mail steamers take more than a month to complete the journey. But now we have the electric telegram, so we can send messages using electrical signals. Thousands of miles of cables have been laid along the ocean bed, connecting the entire world. Thousands of miles of cables on the ocean bed. Makes my head hurt just thinking about it. You're well informed, young lady. But cables will soon become a thing of the past. Stop. And just when I was starting to catch up. Radio transmissions is the future. Stop. Messages carried over waves to 4 corners of the globe. Stop. Excitement growing. Stop. Atmospheric electric. Stop. Right. Try not to wear out your fingers. I wear wireless telegraphy. Stop. Driving technological revolution. Stop. People say inventions like the stereoscope are the heights of technology. What utter piffle. I can't understand it. I really can't. They're just silly toys. Oh no, that really ticked him off.
Excuse me.
Juror number 3, sorry to interrupt when you're obviously fuming, but... What? Do you perhaps have something to say about juror number 5's last remark? If I couldn't guess... Oh, you bet I do. Say that again. Go on, I dare you. Goodness, are you talking to me? I think he just might be, yes. You think stereoscopes are just toys, do you, huh? Absolutely. I mean, really, a machine to view photographs in 3 dimensions? Why on earth would you not just use your eyes to look at the world around you? It's all 3-dimensional. What a great way to appease the man. No, I'm sorry. Stereoscopes are of no practical use at all. You just don't know. Pardon? I think you'll find that viewing a photograph through a stereoscope can unlock all sorts of possibilities. I'm obviously going to have to demonstrate. What sort of possibilities? Well, take the crime scene for example. If you had a pair of photographs from a crime scene that you could view through a stereoscope, you can reveal hidden clues you've never even seen before. What? Have you got any, Ryuno? Any prints we could look at a stereoscope? Do I have a photo? I mean, we do have this one. I don't think we have anything else, but I'm gonna say absolutely. How about this print here? It should do the trick, I think.
Take that!
Alright then, juror number 3. Are you saying you can do this with any 2 suitable photographic prints? Of course I can. Very well then, I'd like you to demonstrate. I'd be delighted to. Give me 1 more print and I'll amaze you. Oh, do we have another one? We have this. We don't have another one, do we? Oh wait, maybe we do. Can I look at this? Review scene? I don't know if I have another one, to be quite honest. Can I just present him the same one? Is that gonna work? Can I?
Take that!
Wait, sorry. What do you mean, 1 more print? Oh dear, don't you have these in the Far East? Don't you know how stereoscopes work? Bruno, what? You need 2 photographs for a stereoscope, remember? That's right, I only have 1 though. I wonder how I get the other one. Alright, we don't need a lesson with stereoscope once again. Oh yes, I remember now. But the print we have from the pawnbroker is just a normal photograph. No. I think you'll find that the clue is in the name. It's a stereoscope, not a monoscope. You always need 2 prints. Thanks for the friendly reminder. Well, if we obtain another print at some point later in the trial, we can always show it to the young man then. Oh my gosh, he's very happy about that. I think you'll find that know-it-all expression is really starting to annoy me. Let's get this thing back on track, shall we, Council? Alright, so we gotta find another photo somewhere. Made up mind, stop. Global transmission, verdict follow, stop. I think we just have this person to talk to.
Hold it!
Please tell me you're not Violin Bolshevik, the Russian revolutionary. Revolutionary? Duh. I believe there is such rumor. It's just a rumor. As you see, I have unfortunate appearance. I look like Wishkish criminal. I cannot say that. Your words, not mine. Just want to point that out. You call me a revolutionary, murderer, or autocrat. And which glove fits? Good day. I'm visiting London for sightseeing. I would like to take bus to Crystal Tower, please. Right, that didn't sound staged at all. You'll forgive me for having my doubts. To be treated whiskey's criminal all the time. It is very painful. People do not understand. So I have much sympathies for these brothers. People say they're criminals only because they look like it. The Skulkin brothers. Maybe they went inside pawnbroker's shop, but they have done nothing wrong. That is all what I can want to say. The Skulking brothers did nothing wrong that night? Alright, well, first of all, that's one not so little misunderstanding. I need to clear that up really quick. Tell me something, Iris. Oh, wait, tell me something, Iris. What is it, Runo? The jurors are chosen at random from the inhabitants of the London town, aren't they? Yes, it's amazing, isn't it? In that case, how is it that there's a Russian tourist sitting among them who looks for all the words like a revolutionary? I wish I knew. That is very strange. Like, that's really stood out for me last time. If I can change the minds of more than half of these 6 jurors, the trial will be over. But we know that Guinea would never shoot anyone. Yes, and so we need to find contradictions in what these jurors are saying and put them against each other. Alright, I know what to do. I need to take a drink of water first. Alright, so the most obvious one that we can do is pit juror number 2 with the last one.
Objection!
Those 2 statements clearly contradict each other. Good lord. Counsel, explain yourself. Oh my statement contradictory? D-O-N. Juror number 6, you've got the wrong end of the stick. I do not have stick, I have mouse. As juror number 2 said earlier, when the Skulking brothers fled the scene of the night in question, they fired a shot from their revolver. Yes, they shot poor Mr. Sholmes in the abdomen, I understand. Surely you're not going to tell the court now that you didn't hear. Abdomen, A-B-D. Sir? Sorry, my English is still learning. You are telling the court you didn't hear. Forgive me, I did not hear. There is word abdomen, part of the person's body containing stomach, other vital organs. If this is what you mean, you say in plain English, I'm Russian, not native speaker. Who thought it was a good idea to let this man be in the jury again? So, you are telling me these brothers who look like criminals were lying? These brothers, we never done nothing, but truth is they shot Detective Da? This is a double negative. Yes, that is exactly right. Lying is wrong, especially when lie is said by a person who is criminal. Coming from you, that seems surprisingly prejudiced. This means, when they said we never took nothing, maybe it was also big fat lie. Is this true? Well, according to the police report, no stolen goods were found, so... Enough, I trust no one now. It's not a mouse's fault, though, sir. Oh, that poor mouse. I must see with my own eyes. I must investigate crime scene myself. I'm afraid that won't be possible. Yes, it is, Runo. Easily. Sorry? With the prints from Hurley's red-handed recorder, if you compare the prints that pictures Guinea and the next print from half an hour later, you'll be able to see straight away if anything was taken or not. Cooey, Mr. Prosecutor? Tuts. Calling on the prosecution in the middle of a summation examination of all times. The print showing the accused threatening the victim after she broke into the shop is this one. Following this, the victim and the accused moved into the storeroom. Meanwhile, the Skulking brothers entered the shop and summarily heard the fatal gunshot ring out. Sadly, none of these events were captured on film, but this print produced by the camera half an hour later after the brothers' flight. There we go, we got another one. So this was taken after Hurley was shot then. As far as I can tell, nothing has been taken. It does it does seem to be the case. There was a slight, like, movement I saw there. I can't notice anything obviously missing in the second print.
So, the brothers who looked like criminals told only one lie. They shot man, but they stole nothing.
It would seem so, yes. Good. No, not good.
You were right. I did not understand the situation. Now I know brothers have lied. I think it is very important to continue this trial.
Ah, he was probably the last person I expected to have changed his mind. Yay! Well done, Runo. The balance is shifting. Well, it's a start, I suppose. But there must be more in what these jurors are saying than what I can expose in the truth. And if I can't do that, we just might turn the situation our favor still.
Thank you, counsel. Continue with the summation examination. And kindly hand that new photographic print to the bailiff to be filed as evidence.
Alright, let's take a look at that print really quick. Alright, can't rotate it. But yeah, it's there's like a slight bit of difference between the two. Another print in the courtroom. I wonder if I can make use of that. We can definitely make use of that in the next part. So, thank you all so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, and until then, I will see you all later. Goodbye.